Board.
Okay, awesome. That was some
Thank
question.
you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so if we can all open up our Instagram accounts, and we'll start with Instagram, and just take a look at your bio. So a lot of times I'm seeing people who have like, obviously you want to have your name, and you can talk a little bit about like if you're a mom or if you have any other kind of job or whatever, but I'm seeing a lot of people who have mainly like It Works distributor on there, or wrap wrap it up, or their website in like huge bold, and then their phone number and like an arrow pointing at their website, like contact me and stuff. Like I get the whole logic. In the beginning when I started, I made that same mistake, but it might work for you for a little while. But once you get past your warm market, it probably won't work for you as well anymore. So just take a look at your account right now, and if you have anything like that at all, just delete it. And I know it's kind of scary because we think like we're being smart because we're trying to sell our stuff. But if you have that mentality of selling, then you're probably not really going to get a good response with that method. So go into your bio right now, just completely delete anything that you have like that in there, and just talk about your life. Talk about, if you're a mom, like for my bio, I have my name and I have a symbol of my flag, like my background. So I'm Portuguese. So I have like a Portuguese flag, and I have proud mommy of two, and I have an emoji of like two kids holding hands, and I have a picture of a home because my family is really important to me. And then I just have a quote, and the quote is, the best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. And then underneath that, instead of having like a website, like my website, It Works website, I just have my Facebook link. So anybody who's following my page on social media, if they're interested in my page and they want to learn more about me or whatever, they can follow me they can go and check me out on Facebook, so they can really get to know me. And so this is where I think understanding the different methods of social media is really important. So a lot of times I'm also seeing people, and I do this a lot too, but not in the sense where if you have a post that you're posting on social media and you want to put it on your Facebook, that's awesome. But a lot of times we're using like a million hashtags on our social media, and if we post it onto our Facebook, it's not really gonna do as much for us as it on Instagram as it does on Facebook. So if we can just like try to make it a little bit different. So Instagram is more for like photos and like getting people to understand how, like, attracting people through feelings with photos, whereas Facebook is more like with words. So if we can just like, okay, I want to see if I can find someone on here. So like, for example, I'll have someone who will follow me and it'll be an It Works distributor, and like her whole bio or his whole bio will be like all It Works stuff, and then their whole entire profile will just be like product after product after product, and then it'll be like all the ads of like any new promotion that we have and all that kind of stuff. And like, it's not really going to be attractive that way. So if we have photos, of course you want to promote your business and you want to have here and there like a picture of like your product or like you wearing an It Works shirt or something. But if it's just like back to back stuff, you're not really going to entice people that way. You know what I mean? So we want to just attract people through our feelings. So like, if you have, you're out for the day with like your child and you're like, I'm having such a great day. I feel so fortunate to be able to stay home and work my business from anywhere that I go, all while working my business at the same time. How that makes you feel. So, you tell people that like you feel so excited, you feel so blessed about that, you feel so fortunate that you've been introduced to It Works, and like really telling people and like showing them how you feel versus saying something like, yeah, well, too bad for you that you're home or you're at work working 9 to 5 while I'm here doing this and that. Because like you're not really attracting people that way. You're kind of making them feel bad. You're not really getting to the core of like, wanting to help them or showing them that you want to help them. So if you can just try to switch up the way that we're kind of wording things or like posting things. We've all done it. I've done it. I've even made a post in the beginning where it was like, I think I took like a picture screen, like a screenshot of my of an email that I got, like when I got paid, and I just like covered the amount that I got paid, and I was like, look, I'm just sitting here and I'm not even doing anything, and I just got paid. What are you doing to get paid? Or like something stupid like that. But like, I get the whole logic behind that, but like now that I'm looking back, it's like you're not really gonna, like, you might attract certain people with that, but you're not really gonna attract many people with that because you're not connecting with them on like a personal level of like feeling or like relating to how they feel. So like if you're gonna relate to somebody on how they feel in terms of like someone who really struggles with, separation anxiety with like leaving their kids with someone else, but they have absolutely no other option, but then showing them like, look, this is an option that you have, and like really relating to how they feel. Like I know how it feels to have left my daughter before, but now I don't have to, thankfully, because I found this new opportunity or whatever. But just getting really down to the core of that. So does anybody have any questions so far, or like have any feedback or any questions so far about what I've been saying, or how they can reword their bio or anything like that? Anybody? No?
I totally agree with what you're saying. I think it's really important. Like you said, it's all about connecting with feelings, talking about how you feel and how it works has made you feel better in some way, whether it's you're talking about the products or the business, you talk about a problem or some way that you're not feeling good and something that you're struggling with, and then you show how now you're feeling better because of what we have, and then just seeing who can relate to that. Do you feel this way too? I'd love to help you. We could read out our bios if anyone wants to share theirs. We could see whose is good and whose needs some help.
Let's do it.
Okay, mine, and I use lots of emojis. You can see all the emojis. So it says, traveling the world with my dreamy husband, international couple, Canada, Australia, and the world, beaches, baseball, food, and fun. And then it has my Facebook link.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome. And I know that like I've watched a ton of videos of like other top earners and things, and like it's kind of like one of those things that's been debatable between other leaders, and like some of them do want to have like their phone numbers in there, and like some of them aren't for it. Like me personally, like in the beginning I was all for it, but now it's kind of like I don't want it to be out there, because if you're really curious, like I want to build a rapport with you and find out that you're curious, and like if my page is that interesting enough, you're gonna message me anyways and we can talk. And I just think that if you have too much out there, you're not really gonna be that. You're not gonna stand out that much for them to want to know much about you. So if you kind of make it a little bit of like, it's not a secret, but like if you just don't put too much out there, and like you kind of are enticing them through your posting and just a little bit of information that you're giving them like in your bio, that you're going to attract more people that way, if that kind of makes sense. There's a post that I seen today. Anybody follow Madra Jones? She's one of the top leaders. I love her post. There's one that she posted today, and I would like to read it out to you guys. It looks long, but it's not that long. I'll read it quickly. So she's like, honestly, I don't get it. As I scroll my feed, I'm positive 85% of you doing business through social media have no clue what you're doing. Offended? It's true. You post, she put quote unquote, by the seat of your pants. It's actually pretty agonizing, isn't it? Every day, all day, what do I post? Gosh, do I post a picture of my product with sale written across it? Will that get their attention as they scroll through their feed at 9 million miles an hour? Or how about a quote, something funny, laughing is fun, or maybe someone will message me if I post 5 $100 bills on my lap, filtering little stars all around them. Okay, that only got 2 likes. So let's see what if I post my dinner or my kids riding their bikes. Oh, I've got an idea. I can, and she put a ton of emojis, their wallet right out of their pocket. Shall I go on? They don't care about they don't care what you have going on. They care about them. If you can make people feel through social media, you've won. Let me explain. No one wants what you have. No one, and if they do, they can get it from a million other people. No one cares how it works. No one is moved by all the money and cars and big houses you have. Want to know what draws people to you? It's how you make them feel. So again, about feeling. It's a dream, a belief, a heart-soul connection. That's why stories sell. They are real, raw emotion. It's how you can help them feel better and look better, dream bigger, live a life of passion, and to love their life. If you can get into their heart, you've sold them on just about anything. So again, feelings, if you can really relate to people, show them that you want to help them, that you're not just into this because you want to make a sale. You know, if you're always just posting something about like, this is a great deal that we have going on, you need to take advantage of that, or get this at my price because of whatever. Like, if you can really show people, like, I really want to help you. Like, I want to help you feel good. I want to help you look good. I want to help you, you know, make a couple extra $100 if that's what you're lacking this month, or, you know, for the next year, to help you, you know, work towards that vacation you've been wanting and feeling that you deserve, you know, really relating to people that way. So that's where my whole thing about wanting to talk about social media and like understanding what it, you know, how we can really work it is what I really want to talk about. Does anybody have any questions now, or anyone else want to share their bio? Jenna, what do you have on your bio?
Wait, did you ask me?
Yeah. No, Jenna.
Oh.
You can talk though. You can tell me yours first.
Oh, no, Jenna can go first.
No, you're already unmuted. You go ahead.
Okay. On my Instagram bio?
Yeah, what do you have on your Instagram bio? I remember we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I told you that yours was really good.
Mine is college student CYW, a girl with big dreams, and my Facebook link thing.
Awesome. Plain and simple, nothing too extreme, where it gives all your information, and they feel like, because if you have that in your bio where it's like independent distributor for It Works,
yeah,
look at that and they're going to be like, okay, I don't even want to look at this profile anymore, and they're just going to skim right past you because they think that you're just another salesperson who's going to want to try to sell to them, and people don't want that.
Does that work for the Facebook status too, or should we mention that we're an independent distributor, or leave that out?
I would probably leave it out.
Leave it out? Okay.
Yeah, I would probably leave it out. I mean, you can put something about It Works in there. I think it's mostly Instagram where people are looking for things like that.
Yeah.
Because no matter what in your posting, you're going to show that you're working for It Works, but it's just right away when someone. So like, for me, I have this rule where it's something that we should all be doing. But when you make a post, right when you've made that post, before you start scrolling through your news feed, other people's photos, you should be adding a ton of new people, like making a bunch of new friends, right? So when you're adding all these new people, as soon as you add them, obviously they're going to want to come to your account now and find out about you, and like if they know you, why you added them, where you're from, like whatever they're looking for. And if you have independent distributor right off the top of your page, and they've already had like 50 other people trying to get to know them, or not even get to know them, try to sell them a product, well, guess what? They're not going to even want to look through your page because they already seen that you're a network distributor, and they're already turned off, and they're just going to walk away from you. So if you can just like hold back from giving too much information right off the bat, that's going to help to help you build that rapport with people, I think. And it's been working for me. Everything that I'm sharing with you is just things that I've been doing differently and that I find have been working. And I've been watching a lot of videos too from like a lot of the top earners. And I've been watching Jackie's page, and that's what Jackie does. So if it works for her, it's going to work for us, right? Jenna, what about you? What do you have on your page?
On mine's really simple, actually. I agree with everything you're saying. You don't want people to get.
Do you feel like me? Like, did you have your bio before, like all It Works stuff? Mine was like all It Works stuff.
I think I used to have it say It Works distributor, but I don't anymore. And what I have now is mine says, I use emojis just like Jackie says, and mine says stay-at-home mom with a little baby and a heart. Sorry, mine says stay-at-home mom, and then I have a baby, and it says with a more than full-time income, ask me how. I don't mention It Works. I don't mention anything else. It just gets people engaged. And believe it or not, people write me all the time on Instagram and ask me, like, what do you do? How do you stay at home? What is your job? How do you make money with It Works? Because then they go through my page and see, obviously, that it's It Works. But I get a lot of Instagram stuff just from using hashtags and getting people to my page.
Episode Monday at 8 on Bloomberg. Do you want me to read mine?
Okay, go ahead. Hi, Donna.
Hi. Okay, I just put
love to help people. And then I just put a bunch of hashtags. And I did make a budget, weight loss, goal setting, stay optimistic, University of Life, learn from experiences, and Dover Compassionate Fund.
Awesome. How do you feel about working? Have you recently like changed it up and make it like that, or have you had it like that for a while?
Yeah, I changed it because I had it works on it before too.
Did you find that it's working better now than it was before?
Well, I actually got a compliment on it today, so
Awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome. Good for you. That's awesome.
Do you suggest what changes would you suggest?
I don't know if you need to have hashtags in your bio. I'm not sure if they even work.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that they
If
could.
they're
Maybe
Okay.
instead of having hashtags, try to find emojis that points
Okay.
and then use those hashtags. Try to incorporate those in your post.
Okay.
You can try that, but using a lot of emojis for sure. Because it kind of seems silly to some people, but like the more emojis that you can use, the more feelings that you can send out. And again, all of those feelings, and you're kind of sends out like a very positive kind of vibe. So if you're using
on hold. Turn that machine in, working on it.
I think so.
I think you're done. Is your TV on really loud?
Yeah, I'll mute it.
Sorry, I just have a hard time hearing Layla.
That's okay. I know. Sorry. Yeah. So if you can just add more emojis into your bio and talk about like your life and like what you're loving about what you're doing and like what you're loving about life right now, and then using those hashtags in your post rather than in your bio, I think that will help. And then I always strongly suggest like your link to your Facebook page. So this is something that I recently learned too, actually. If you go to your Facebook page, you can edit your account and you can change like the URL on your Facebook to make it like, instead of it being facebook.com/1235579, like a million other numbers, you can make it like your name or whatever you want it to be. I recently learned that too. So you can change it to whatever you want, and then you can copy and paste that into your Instagram bio. So that's something I would suggest too. Another thing too is even your Instagram name. Mine used to be like Rap with Layla. I had that for the longest time, and after watching all these videos and like trying to learn a little bit more with my social media, I deleted it right away because again, if I have that in my name, people aren't even going to come to my bio period to even then read anything about me being a network distributor. Right off the bat, they're seeing that I'm a network distributor, and they're just not even going to give me like the slightest chance at all. So I changed it completely, made it completely my name. The same name that I have on Instagram is my Facebook name, so like they can click on it. Everything is just similar. So that's another thing that I would definitely suggest is to change your name. So if you have anything with It Works or anything with Raps or anything like that, make it personal, and I definitely think that it will help you to get more follows back.
Yeah, definitely. You just want to look like a real person and not like a business page. So much we get caught up like, oh, I have to be professional, but that's the last thing we really want to do. I mean, you don't want to be like swearing and putting inappropriate things, but you just want to look real, like a real person that someone would want to be friends with, not like you're advertising. So I'm just like Layla, I changed mine. Mine was Jackie Fit Wraps, and I changed it to just Jackie.Marchant, and it's getting so many more people following. And that's your first impression. Like when someone sees that you followed them, they're going to look at you and they're going to take like 10 seconds to decide if they want to follow you back. So what are they seeing? Like, are they seeing pictures that show your face? Like they need to see who you are and what you're about. Those first like 6 photos is what they see. That's what they're going to make their decision on. So make sure that you're showing you, that you're a real person.
Yeah, Jenna's also saying in the chat that she changed hers too from, what was it? Get Skinny with Jenna to just her name, and she got a huge difference from that too. So if anybody that's on here that wants to just quickly go to their Instagram account and see, if you have anything with Raps, just quickly change it. Like you can go into your settings and you can go in there and it, like Jackie said, you want to make it personal and like show them the real you and not that it's businessy, because the first set of pictures that they see are really going to determine whether or not they want to follow you back. So of course you want to use photos like before and after pictures here and there, but you don't want to spam your entire page and have that, your entire account just about before and after pictures, because that's going to throw people off. So show them your face, show them your life, show them what you like, food, your kids, whatever it is that you like and that, is important to you, and show people that, because if you can show that through your posting, they're going to relate to you, because people want to see the real you. They don't want to just see you working your business. Like, they want to see what you do with your time, or like how you incorporate it into your life, or like how it would help. If you could show people how it's bettering your life, that's going to come across stronger than you saying, hey, try this wrap because you're going to look great. Like, that's not really going to be appealing to people. Anybody else? Or does anybody want to share what their account says right now that they're changing it to, or what their name is on Instagram that they're going to change it to now? So we can all have like kind of an idea, or we can help you to change your name. Does anybody want to? Michelle says she changed hers from It Works Michelle to Michelle's Journey. I like that, Michelle's Journey. That's kind of showing people like you're on an adventure and like, what is she up to? So I like that. That's nice. And Melanie says, I get people that like my pics and I message them, but I never get a response. What's a great message to send? What's a great send out message? Okay, so this is something that I used to do. I used to have a message that I would just send out to tons of people, like, thank you for the like on my post, like, so you're interested in this and this. I don't even do that anymore, to be honest. Like, and I used to also have a photo that I would send to people that would be like, thank you for your follow, or thank you for your like. And again, that seems very businessy. So I don't even do that at all. I just make it really personal. So I'll message somebody and I'll be like, hey girl, thank you so much for your follow. How are you? My name is Layla. Where are you from? Just like that. And like, you just make a conversation first. And then from that conversation, it will lead up to, so what do you do? Or, your kids are so cute. And then from there, you just start talking. And the difference that I've seen with me doing that versus, hey, thanks for the like, you're interested in this? Like, the response is a lot more different, because you're not trying to sell them anything. You're really trying to to get to know somebody and just make a friend. And even with that being said, I've had people who don't message me back because they don't want to have anything to do with me. But there's a lot of people who are now really responding to me and really want to have a conversation with me. I've actually made friends with a girl that her and I will like send each other like picture messages from time to time. Like, she'll send me a picture of like, because she's from New York and there's a lot of mountains in her area, and she'll like, I've always told her like, that's so cool. Like, I would love to see something like that. I've never really seen anything like that before. And she'll like send me photos, and like I'll send her photos of like, the nature in my area. Like, I'm starting to build a rapport with her. So, and she's a stay-at-home mom. So just really getting to talk to people. And like, even if it takes you a few weeks before you even talk about it works, like, just be real. Like, really want to be friends with people. Like, really make friends with people, and you'll see a difference in the response. Like, I know right off the bat, we have this mentality where like, I need to get you signed up right now. I need you to be a loyal customer right now. I need you to become a distributor right now. But if we can just look past that and really try to focus on building these relationships, you'll get a much better response than, I need this now. You know what I mean? And like, it takes time to kind of get past that and like get to that point. But if you can really wrap your brain around, just making these relationships with people, like, you'll definitely get a great response from it. Does anybody else want to share? Did anybody end up changing their name so far, or changing their bio?
I changed mine a couple months ago.
Who's speaking? I don't know who that was. It didn't show me.
It's Shannon.
Shannon, how come I didn't see you?
I can see her.
Oh, I see. We usually should it would come up bigger on my screen. So what did you change yours to?
Oh, hold on. I went black. So mine used to have that I was a distributor, my phone number and all that, and it was bad. I don't even know. So now, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. So I have emojis on mine too, but it just says single mom to Ian, Nova Scotian, caring for the elderly, smitten and inspiration and wisdom seeker, and then my Facebook link with my name and not the numbers.
Yeah.
But, and my name on Instagram, it's always been my first and last name. I've never changed it. I thought about changing it, but I decided not to. I watched, I don't know how far down it is on our page, but I watched, what is her, do you know what her name is, Jackie? She had a phobia about leaving her house. She's one of the top earners. She did a video that you posted about Instagram, and I'd watched hers and just kind of went, you know what, you're right. And what you're saying too, Layla, is right, that so many people, I have distributors that add me to Instagram on a daily basis, and I use people because a lot of what they post is just, it's business and combined stuff.
Sorry, what was that you said? You delete them? Is that what you said?
I block a lot of distributors. Yeah.
Me too. That's actually something that I wanted to talk about too. But
They steal your stuff, man. I'm sorry, but they do.
no, it's true. And you know what? It's not anything personal. It's really not. Even
Sorry. I've blocked people on our team before, and I've messaged them and I've said, like, I'm really sorry. It's nothing personal. It's just I just stay focused on me. And there's certain people that I follow because I copy y'all's posts all the time, like I do. But yeah, I stopped keeping distributors on my Instagram quite a long time ago.
yeah, and that's what I think that like you said, like there's a few people that you want to follow. Like for me, like I follow Jackie, and I'm never gonna stop following you because I want to see what you're doing, and like it's gonna help us, right? So like if we can have that one person that we can look up to, and you know it can help motivate us and guide us to what we should be saying or what we should be doing, that's great. But I block and a lot of people that try to follow me too. And again, it's nothing personal, but it's just you're doing your thing, and you don't want people to. And a lot of people, I mean, even though it's a one team and it's a one mission, there are people out there who, you know, they want to follow you and they want to see your friends list, and you know they want to go through it because they don't think that you can made it to a certain level. Like I've seen and I've heard some of those kinds of things. So just to kind of avoid any of that, I'll just like block. Even most people who are like want to get more, it works leads and blah blah, like all that kind of stuff. Like I just block all that stuff. So
Yeah, I do too. And I mean, I let people on our team follow me because I know you guys aren't going to go ahead and steal my leads. And I also know that if you did, I would know downline. So the other thing too is if you are going to copy somebody's post, change the hashtags. Never use the same hashtags as another distributor. Never copy someone's hashtags and use it, because then you're just directly competing with them. And if somebody searches that hashtag, who are they going to go to? It's either you or that other distributor. Why don't you make up your own unique hashtags that nobody else is using, so then everybody who's looking up those hashtags will be contacting you. So for me, I really personally add like my area. So like my local area, that's really like what I like to incorporate in my hashtags. So then I find people who live close to me, makes it a lot easier to do business with them. I just signed a distributor this morning who I met on Instagram. So she liked one of my posts. I messaged her. She didn't like comment. She just liked it. I messaged her. We started chatting. The online party was coming up, so I added her on Facebook. She went to the party. She loved it. And then I was actually going to be in her area this week, like the last couple of days. And I said, hey, like maybe we should meet up. And she's like, I would love that. So we met for coffee, and she joined the team. And we never would have met if not for Instagram and for me searching out and following people in my area and then reaching out to her when she liked my post. So it's just really that simple. It really works.
yeah, it does. Hence the name, it works. Does anybody have any questions at this point? I know the call is coming to an end soon. So if you have any questions, if you don't want to talk, then just send a message and we can answer them.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Do any of you have correspondence, or do any of you follow or keep in touch with anybody, like any of the fitness coaches for like Shakeology and stuff like that? I know we have a lot. They have like protein shakes and stuff, but I know we have a lot of different stuff to offer. Do you guys keep them on your feed or?
Me personally, I don't.
No.
No. There's been a few other like fitness coaches and things that I've like followed, or like makeup artists, even makeup artists. I feel like a lot of them, I don't know, I feel like the ones that I've kind of tried talking to, they're not really receptive. They just, right off the bat, doesn't matter how much of a friendship you try to build with them, they just haven't been as receptive. I mean, it could work. I see, like, I understand, like, the whole concept of wanting to, but for me personally, like, right now, maybe it's just a comfort zone thing for me, but I personally haven't followed any of that.
I just feel the same way about other distributors as I do about a lot of them, that they're just gonna take leads and
Yeah, I hear that. Jackie, what do you think about that?
It depends. Like if they look like they're a real person and I like their posts and they look like someone I might want to be friends with and they live in my area, you never know. I might be able to help them. But if their thing is just salesy and they're just like, posting ads, I don't want to follow that. So I don't.
Yeah, I hear that.
Um,
Ooh. Who's that? Christina, you little firecracker?
oh no, I was just gonna say, I find that a lot of the people that follow me on Instagram, a lot of them are like with what's that name? Beachbody or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them have profiles like get more followers or get more likes, or just like kind of professional, like you were talking about before, like professional profiles that try to follow me and like my pictures, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's not really a point in direct messaging you, because like you're just not going to be, I know you're not going to be interested. But I don't know, that's just how I feel.
Well, have you tried to like hashtags work really well, but have you tried approaches where like adding a ton of people a day? Have you tried doing that?
Adding who?
Just adding a ton of new people and like just making
Yeah, yeah. What I do is everybody that follows me, I just go through their friends lists, and like I look carefully to make like to because you know that little circle, their profile picture, you can kind of like see if they're like older people, like older women, people with children and everything. I sometimes go through their profile to see, like, to make sure, and I usually follow people with children, um, uh, pregnant women, single moms, like people with like kids on their profiles and everything, and yeah, just kind of target more of that area.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing that I've learned from, I forget who it was that I was watching. I think maybe it was Jade Hooper. I watched a lot of her videos. It's awesome. She'll every time she'll add somebody new, if their page is open, like some people they have their thing private, so you have to wait for them to accept you or follow you back. But those that are open, or even when they do accept you, she'll kind of go through like recent photos that they posted, and instead of adding random people, she'll add people who have recently liked certain photos because she knows that they're active. Because some people they don't really go on their accounts as often. So if you can follow people who you know have recently been on, chances are that they're probably more active than other people. So if you can follow people that way, that's another good thing. So I've been doing that. So I'll add a few people. I'll kind of go through a few of their friends. See people who like I'll go through their list and make sure that they're not any kind of other distributor or whatever. And like if I find that they're interesting, I'll follow them that way. Just because I know that they're active and they're not just like randomly online and like I want to talk to people, right? So that's another thing that you can do that I find has been working for me. Every time that I post a photo, I'll add at least 30 new people. So if I make 3 posts or 4 posts in a day, sometimes I make more, sometimes I don't make as much. At least I know that I'm adding people and I'm drawing more attention to my page. So, which leads me to the next part that I want to talk to, which I guess we're kind of out of time. It was just about like getting yourself organized. So that's something that I find that has been helping me. So I know that if I'm making a post, I'm going to make a post now, and then I'm going to have this and this to do right after that post, instead of scrolling through all the feeds. And are you going to say something, Becky?
I was going to say, do you want to start another Zoom to finish off your material and we can all hop back on to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah, there's 1 minute left, so yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I will post the link in Worldwide Wraps and Jenna can post it in Rappreneurs and we'll get back on.
Okay, see you soon.
See you in a minute.